All right, so I'm Madonna Brown. This is Hank Brown. We're both licensed clinical mental health counselors. And Hank has Lewy Body Dementia. He got diagnosed about 11 years ago, so he was age 46 and he's 57 now. And we were just sitting here talking about what are we going to talk about on this video. And do you remember what you said?
No.
He said, I don't know. So, well, I think we'll talk about how we hadn't put a video out in a while. And then he said, I'm done.
It was a quick video.
Yeah, it was a quick video. I don't know. I was thinking today is we need to make a video because people are wondering where we're at and what we're doing. And I didn't want to make a video, so I thought we'd make one. And I'd tell you guys how I didn't want to make a video. That we just go through the same struggles as everybody else does. We don't always feel great. We don't always want to make a video, and we're depressed or we're anxious or life is happening.
Mm-hmm.
What words of wisdom would you like to share?
Me?
Uh-huh.
Words of wisdom?
Yes.
Words of wisdom.
Okay.
Make sure I done lost it. The leaf thing that you mow won't hit you in the face.
Make sure that when you're mowing the grass that the leaves don't hit you in the face.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, let's go through it. It'd be good for them to see us go through this because this is what we go through.
I don't know now. I've done.
What was it that was going to hit you in the face?
It's always a cartoon thing, and somebody would step on the thing and hit them.
Oh, yeah, a rake.
Yeah,
a rake or a shovel.
Yeah.
Don't hit you in the face when you step on it.
Yeah.
I get it. Sure. I think that was really good. That showed everybody that this is what we go through at times. That that the communication issue, that we don't know what to say. And, yeah. So, Hank wants the words of wisdom to be...
What?
Not to let the rake hit you in the face if you step on it in the yard.
That's right.
That's pretty good. You got any other words of wisdom?
I got so much wisdom that I can't remember them. There's so many of them now. So.
Maybe that's what give you dementia is all that wisdom you had.
I know it. I need to get rid of it.
Your brain filled up and there's no more room, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have to get... I don't know what I would need to get. Oh, I think we should have got more information before we took off on this thing. But we're here now, so what's your wisdom?
Never become a caregiver.
Man, woo. Well, I guess I'll go.
I guess a good words of wisdom is, just take it one day at a time. I know you hear that all the time, but just take it little by little. I know something was said the other day about how 11 years, I had been taking care of Hank for 11 years. And what a great job that was, and all this and that. And I'm thinking, you just don't know till you're in it. It's not that grand of a job. But I do really appreciate that I can be here for Hank, and Hank does not have to. I appreciate to be here for you. I don't guess I have to talk about you in third person. You're sitting right here.
Yeah, you are.
So, yeah. I mean, it is a hard job, but I think you just ease into it. I always say it's like when little kids are growing, you don't think about how it is or how bad it was. You had to be up all night. They had a fever. They got the colic and all that kind of stuff. It just is. You just do it. You get up every day and you do it. Yes, that is our husky Grace behind us. She is 14, almost 14 and a half, and so there's another stressor. You wonder, is she going to live another day? She's breathing hard, and see, we just have normal problems just like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's over here whining at us. So I guess something too, I'm going to try to make a video. Who knows if I will. Just a few little things that I think is important for people to know, things that I've learned over time. And this is one I always say, don't use velvet hangers with somebody with dementia. Do you know why we don't use velvet hangers with you anymore? You use the slick hangers to hang your clothes on?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Because when he tries to put his shirt on the velvet hanger, it just sticks. And he can't get it on.
Oh, yeah.
Can you talk to him about that? How much trouble that is for you? How it bothers you? Or
Getting my clothes out of the closet?
hanging your clothes back up in the closet.
Oh, yeah. It's. I get really confused.
You do?
A lot more than, the last time I've seen you. And, it just, I don't know what it is about clothes or what. It just throws me for a loop. Would that be a good
Yes, that's
thing?
a very good thing.
And then, 4 or 5 days later, I might hit it the first time, and stuff. But yeah, I still have a lot of struggles. And I know they're getting worse, and then they are getting better.
Okay.
I mean, don't that sound right?
It does. It just breaks my heart because they're getting worse. They're not getting better.
Yeah.
And I always had that hope that by now they'd be getting better, not getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
Another reason, words of wisdom, don't become a caregiver and then you won't have to cry over this.
And, but, I still keep trying to push on. If, don't give up. I still use that motto when I think of something. Don't give up, Sometimes I say it through the house because I can't find something or something, and I'm like, start getting frustrated, and it's like, no, just keep going. And a lot of times when I'm in there trying to get clothes on, if I stay in there long enough, I usually hit something, and it works out.
Right. I agree.
So.
And Hank really believes in pushing on, pushing through.
I do.
He's got that military mindset where he was in the military. He's all about, if he's going to be sick and we need to go somewhere, where we're going to go, because he says, I'm going to be sick whether I'm at home or I'm going. I'm going to push through.
Yeah.
That he went to get a massage, and she said he had great muscle tone. And now Hank has started working out every day. He's doing sit-ups, push-ups. He's always been walking at least a mile every day, but he's walking more now. We've got weights in the basement. He's going down there and lifting weights.
Mm-hmm. Pull-ups.
Pull-ups, yeah.
And all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I agree. You are.
And my last appointment at the doctor was really good.
I forgot about that. It was.
Mm-hmm.
Sure did.
Yeah.
As long as we talk about yours and not mine, we're good. I know we call Hank Mr. Dementia all the time, but Mr. Dementia here is doing fantastic physically. His cholesterol dropped 40 or 50 points. Your A1C dropped a little. He don't have diabetes, but he's right on the verge of diabetes. But nope, it dropped. He had lost, was it 13 pounds he lost?
Something
in 6 months.
Yeah.
And she just was really on and on bragging about how great a job he did. And we had talked about, before we went, you'd been really stressed over your A1C. You was worried about your blood sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really stressed about that. But it all worked out, and he come out there great. And then it was my turn. And I don't get as good a report. I had lost a pound or two, and my cholesterol had not come down. She has a hard time with my cholesterol. Yeah. And then the medicine she gives me just doesn't work for me. It always makes my legs hurt. Then Hank was telling me, remember what you told me I ought to do?
Got another man?
No, I couldn't handle 2 men, that's for sure. But he wanted me to exercise. I said, if you'll just exercise like me, walk like me. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Just get out here and just walk a little bit. One step at a time.
Yep, I agree. Madonna's just not motivated, is she?
No, you're not
Not when it comes to that. I'm motivated to work every day. I'm motivated to build something new, remodel something new. We're talking about doing our detached garage into an Airbnb. And it's sitting in our backyard. That's our newest project. That I was going to say, how does Hank feel about it? Yeah.
I don't remember the R.
It's our project. If I'm the caregiver, then the person I'm caregiving must go along with me and do what you have to follow along because I have to take care of you. You have to go to the garage and work.
That sounds like a new rule. I don't know.
A new rule.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a new rule.
Okay. I'll go with it.
I really hope that things like this with me and Hank can always be. We can always laugh. We can always joke. We can always be honest with each other. We try to be honest with you guys, but we're definitely, honest at home. I'm not going to say that everything that comes to mind now that I share with Hank, I don't know that we've talked about it, but I don't share everything with you now because I think it's more of a burden than, And I know I'll say my coffee's kicked in and I'm just talking a mile a minute and you'll say, yep, I know you feel better because you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
And then he can't keep up. And then I'm frustrated because we're going to do this, 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 and this to this garage. And he's like, I lost you when you asked me what color paint we were going to paint it. Wait, what did you ask me?
What?
That's what you asked me. I don't even remember what question you asked me. Wonder how come you're declining? Why do you think you are? Deteriorating or whatever the word was you used.
I guess my body just getting wore out.
Okay. Wonder how come the rest of us aren't worn out at the same age.
I guess it's the good old Lewy Body dude.
The Lewy Body dude. I would have to agree. Yeah, Hank has gotten to where now, when you get in the bed, it's hard for you to figure out how to do your hearing aids.
Yeah, that messes with me some.
Because he has to take his hearing aids out and open them up and then lay them in the case. Because if they're closed and they talk to one another and runs the batteries down, and I can't listen to that all night, them talking to one another.
Especially they got a weird voice.
They do.
And stuff, so.
Wonder how come you're okay with talking about this.
You caught me off guard.
Oh, okay. I did have somebody say that they didn't like it, some of the things that I say, because they don't like it when they're overanalyzed or when somebody tries to figure out what's going on with them. And I told them I appreciated their feedback and their honesty. But, me and Hank come to this agreement. Right now, he's still okay with it, that we just open up and analyze you and talk about it. Cause
that's the only way that, people like me don't know what's going on because they don't have any guidance.
Right.
There's, other things out there, but some of them, I don't want to say names or nothing, but I think, I'm getting confused now.
Okay.
What was the last thing I said? Or
I don't know. I'm confused too.
Oh, okay. I just think there's some people out there that needs to know some information about Lewy body, and it's kind of same stuff, but it can be done different ways. If you're overweight, that would probably help, and some other things like that.
It would help to lose weight.
Yeah, help to lose weight, and I think a lot of that, and me losing weight, really helped me. I can't say that, well, I guess I can say, I think it's working.
You can.
Right now, it's working. And, like working out and stuff. And I tell you to start off real slow. And start off with, something real easy. Do it a few times and then maybe move on and stuff. And that's kind of how I went. But, and there's probably people out there much smarter than me, so.
I agree with Hank that they're, just, I know my son that's, how old is he? 37, 36 or 37. But I remember he said he was getting his kids my grandkids, said just do a stretch. Just try to touch your toes. Just bend straight over and try to touch your toes, and we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. And I remember even the kids didn't want to do that. One of them did, the youngest one did, and the other one really didn't. And it's just 30 seconds. And I thought how that can just stretch your legs to no end just for that. And it's 30 seconds. So I've started to practice some of that stuff. And the reason I say it cautiously because I don't like to, I start a lot of things and quit. And, I'm not one that sticks with a lot of stuff. I stick with work. I stick with doing projects. There's things like that I stick to. But then there's other things that I'll get all excited about. Yeah. But I agree with Hank. If you can start out slow, whatever it is. My thing is if you're sitting on the couch, if you could just raise one leg up and down a bunch of times and stretch it, lift it, do the other one, anything. Mm-hmm. But Hank really believes in this. And I'll have to say, I tell every doctor we go to, if Hank did not have Lewy Body Dementia, he wouldn't be sick. Hank has no other issues. You don't have acid reflux. He don't have joint pain. He don't have muscle pain. Used to have muscles that would jump. He don't have that now. He's not even, let me see your hand. Are you shaking today? Go up higher. Look. No tremors, no nothing from Parkinson's. He's not, you can put your hand down. Yeah. He's not tripping. I mean he's not tripping over his feet with an unsteady gait. I don't mean he's not drugged out. But he's not drugged out either. Mm-hmm. And it really hurts me as a caregiver and a wife that I can't fix it. I help people fix stuff all the time, every day by seeing clients. I'm fixing people. Not that necessarily I'm doing it, but I'm helping them figure out what will fix them. And they figure out the answers, and I help them get to those answers, and then they have a better life. Even though I just believe people already have the answers, and I just help them to get to those answers. Mm-hmm. But it just kills me because Hank is sick, and I can't fix the problem. That hurts me to no end. We know so much about everything. You've already lost weight, and you've done all these exercises, and things are just great. He wears hearing aids, and the reason he does, because as his hearing deteriorated from Lewy Body Dementia, they said clearly, if you don't wear your hearing aids, get hearing aids and wear them, your hearing will decline more. But if you wear your hearing aids, you could stop the progression of the hearing loss because of how your brain and all interacts with that. So he did. He does everything he needs to do. So why can't I fix this Lewy Body Dementia? Why can't I find a cure? Why can't I research online and find somebody that can cure it? I don't understand. I'm a firm believer that there's stuff out there to cure everything if we just know what it is. Could he sleep more? Could he sleep less? Could he exercise more? Exercise less? Quit eating this kind of food. Start taking this kind of vitamin.
But then you be constantly running here and there and doing this and doing that, and you get yourself worked back up, right back where you was at if you ain't careful.
That's what I do, ain't it? Mm-hmm. Because today we're going to take this vitamin and we'll do it for a month or so, and then I give up. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't see a change. Hank wears a rivastigmine patch, and he didn't wear his patch for like a week. I see no difference in him whatsoever than when he wears that patch now. Mm-hmm. But I started putting it back on him, but I didn't see it.
What does that really mean?
Well, I have read to where, and I've heard from people that have people with Alzheimer's, not Lewy Body Dementia. One lady, her mom passed away, one of my clients, and her mom was in her 80s. But she said the doctor told her that she can quit taking this dementia medicine, I think it was Aricept, because she's deteriorating, and she's at the point that this medicine's not going to stop the progression anymore. So she's just didn't have to keep taking it. A lot of times we have loved ones to take it because it makes us feel better.
Mm-hmm.
But I cannot see how it helps Hank in any way. And it's been about 3 months to 4 months that I've seen a decline in your thought processes. I know, like, we make coffee every day. Now, we don't have a regular coffee pot. We have a Keurig coffee pot, I call it. But we'll talk about you putting water in the coffee pot, and he won't know what the coffee pot is. But we talked about that today, and you were able to explain it to me and say, hey, there's no pot to hang on to, he said. There's no pot there. It's just, I need to put water in the back of it. But you never did tell me what you wanted me to call it so you would know where to put the water. In the coffee pot, as I call it.
Yeah.
I've come to realize that there's things like that you'll never get figured out. And I like to figure things out. And then the next time, if you call it an ice cream cone, the coffee pot, if you call it an ice cream cone, I'll know next time to call it the ice cream cone. I want to know what to call it to keep down stress for Hank, to keep down arguments for us.
Yeah.
But there's no answer.
Mm-mm.
No answer.
Because Lewy body, if I get, what's the old saying, what is it? I can't think of it.
Can you explain anything about it, the old saying, what it pertains to? Or
not right now. I done lost it.
If you get
Is that what I said? If you get I don't know.
Okay, I was wondering if you were going to say something like you get to where you can't function or something, or you're bedridden.
But, no, it wasn't that.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was now.
But we talked about calling the coffee pot an ice cream cone.
Mm-hmm.
And then there wouldn't be as many arguments or whatever between me and you, because I would know what to call it and you would know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And we could work through those things.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of it, you have to just throw yourself out there and see what you can do.
I agree.
Instead of, well, I don't know right now, blah, 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 or whatever.
I agree.
And of course, you don't need to overdo it and stuff like that.
So you just think that we should just throw ourselves out there and get started in something, health-wise?
Yeah, I think that's what I was trying to get at.
Do you mean like health-wise?
Health-wise.
Okay. So let's say somebody thought they should drink protein shakes every day, but they just hadn't been doing it. So you would say, hey, go start drinking a protein shake. Just do something, whatever they feel is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't rely on what other people are doing. I mean, if you know the person and y'all are doing it together and stuff, sure. But yeah, it would also be a good time to, if you're doing something and you make you make coffee and I would make like a milkshake or something and go outside and sit or something, and talk or something.
Right. Well, and me and you both have the same philosophy. We believe that you do things that you notice a benefit for you. When it comes to weight loss, diet, healthy eating, it's all different for everybody. I'm not about to say, well, cut out every bit of your fat. I can read scientific articles where, yes, you should cut out all your fat. Then I can read scientific articles where you should make sure that you have healthy fats. There's always some kind of research to support it. I always say if it benefits you, then you do it. Hank says clearly that walking every day benefits his legs, his mental well-being, and he likes to walk outside. He don't walk on a treadmill. Sometimes in the winter, he'll just walk through the house over and over and over till he gets his watch out. Yep. So, if you will, play your watch. Hank has a new little thing on his watch because he can't tell time. Here we go. Wait.
It's 6:36.
All right.
Good
Now,
evening.
okay. Can you go back to that again and play it one more time?
How do I get
I
back?
don't know. I don't have a watch like that, so I can't help him on it. All right.
Oh,
Now,
do it again. Is that it, or is it?
all right. Now put it right here against it. Now listen, this is going to be Mickey Mouse telling the time. Tap it.
It's 6:36.
It's 6:36. And I think that's so neat. He finally got his watch to a point. We didn't do it. It just come up accidentally. And he tapped it. And now he don't have to worry about not being able to tell what time it is. He can tap his watch. And that has made life, what?
Nice, because I don't have to go, Madonna, what time is it?
Right.
And all that stuff, yeah.
Exactly. And I'll have to say some things as a caregiver, I just don't do. I tried to figure out all that and get it connected to his phone where he would change it all and you'd get it connected, then it would disconnect. And I finally just said, this is not a job I'm going to do as long as Hank can use his watch to track what he's doing every day exercise-wise. I have decided as a caregiver, this is not going to be my job. And I'm not trying to be mean about it, but as a caregiver, you've got to focus on what's most important. And it's a big deal that Hank knows what time it is, but guess what? Hank has a phone. Hank knows how to tap that screen, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And he can tell what time it is. He can tell what day it is, what day of the week, what day of the month. And I just encourage you as a caregiver to make sure that you're paying attention and doing things for yourself. Anyway, that's about all we got. We didn't think we had anything, and we've apparently had a lot. But we're really glad to get to talk to you guys. We appreciate all the people that's asked where you guys at.
And we thank you for all the new people that maybe came in while we've been out or something. And so we hope you find us and like what you're hearing and let us know. And then what's my joke?
Okay, so Hank has difficulty remembering jokes, don't you? So Madonna has a joke that she's going to say, and we're going to see if you know the ending of it. How's that?
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So why does a sunscreen? I've got dementia too, apparently. Why does a banana have to wear sunscreen?
Because it will peel.
Exactly. Because it will peel. It has to wear sunscreen. So there's always a way to overcome the mountains, such as Hank not being able to remember the jokes. But it took a while for me to come up with, I would do part of the joke maybe, and it would help trigger. See, we have to adapt and overcome because life is going to come at us. So we adapt and overcome. So this is how we're doing today. Maybe not the best, but maybe not the worst. And we still are so appreciative that you guys watch us and listen to us and these hillbilly accents and our crazy jokes and us just talking to one another. But we appreciate you watching. So if you need anything, just let us know. I'll do the best I can to help you. Hank will do the best he can to help you. And we'll just try to put out another video. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And what is it? A little bell or something for you to get notifications. Don't forget to do all those things. All right. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.